Hello guys, so yeah, welcome back once again. So this is the continuation of our cargo pants. So this is the top, the cutting of the top. So as you can see here, I've already cut out the amount of fabric I'll be needing is on fold. So I have two pieces now, the front and the back. So you can see the one with the allowance. I have 1 inch allowance that will serve as the front. So the one with the 1 inch is the front, so that one will serve as the front bodice, or okay, or the block. So I have 1 inch here of allowance. This will serve for my zipper. Okay, you can use buttons, you can use zipper. So this video I used a zipper. So this one is the back, so you can see here. So you can decide to measure the amount of. Okay, so now you can see I've cut out the, so for you to determine the amount of fabric you'll be placing on fold, you're going to determine your sleeve length. Okay, you can measure your shoulder from the, you can add your shoulder plus your sleeve length together. So you can mark, you can see my shoulder is 16 divided by 2, which is 8. Then from there you're going to determine how your sleeve length. So after that, you're going to add or add everything. Addition, you add all. So that will determine how many inches you place on fold. So you can see here I have, I think, 19 inches. So, or you can measure from the center back of your neck down to your desired sleeve length. So that will also serve as your sleeve. So after that, now you're going to cut it out. So like I said, the front and back. The front is the one with the allowance, the one down. Then the upper one is the back, because you're going to have zipper at the front. So now after that, you're going to determine the length of your crop top. Remember, it's a crop top. Then after that, the next thing is to, at the end, you're going to mark 1 inch for your shoulder slope. From that 1 inch, you're going to determine your sleeve opening, how wide or how open you want your sleeve to be. So after that, you're going to mark it out. Then, so you're going to mark it out now. So after marking your desired sleeve length, I think I used about 10 inches. So remember, it's a loose, a wide sleeve opening, it's not fitted. So the next thing now is to make a line. After that, the next thing is to connect our shoulder slope. We're going to connect our shoulder slope into the shoulder measurement, then connect it to the neck line. So after that, the next thing is to determine our neckline. So we're going to determine, so for the, remember this is a, it has a collar. So for the back I use 1 inch, then the front I used 3 inches, then for the width I used 3 inches, or you can use 3.5. So after that, I'm going to connect. So this one is for the, I'm making the curve. This will serve for the back. So this is for the back neckline, 1 inch down, 1 inch down by 3 inches. So the next thing now is to connect the front neckline. You can see I flip the back up, so I'll be able to connect the front neckline. Okay, so remember, I'm going to have a shirt collar attached. So after that, now the next thing is to, we'll go ahead and determine how free or how loose you want your crop top to be. So you add your bust circumference divided by 4. Then you can decide to add your desired allowance for ease. Okay, so after that, whatever you got, you're going to mark it at the waistline or your top length. So you connect the lines this way. After connecting, they're going to make a curve, and like an armhole curve. You can see the way I'm trying to curve it. So I'm trying to get the armhole curve. So after getting the armhole curve, now the next thing is to cut it out. So you can see they'll cut out the neck. So this is for the front, then our shoulder slope. Then I'll go ahead and open the zipper allowance. So this is the way I'll go ahead and fold it. So you can see here I just fold a little bit, then I'll fold again. But so like I said, we are going to, so now you can see here on my sewing machine, so you can see, so this is the way I've gone ahead to iron it. This is the opening. Okay, so I have to open it up, then I'm going to join shoulder to shoulder. I'm going to pick the front and join it to the back. After that, I will repeat the same thing on the other side. So after joining, the next thing now, I'll repeat the same thing at the other side. So this is what I have here. So I'll go ahead and repeat, join the other shoulder to shoulder. I'll join it this way. So remember, we have a turn up at the sleeve side. So I've already cut out a stripe for the turn up. I cut out 2 inches or 2.5 inches width. So you can see here, this is how I'm going to do. You can see the way I'm going to fold it. I'm not going to sew. I'm going to use my hemming gum to iron it down. You can use your hemming gun to iron it, because the only stitches you're going to see here will be the one I'll use to attach the zipper. So this zipper, we're not going to be sewing it in an invisible form. We're going to match it on it, okay? So that is why you see me doing this way. So the way I'm pinning it, I'll go ahead and use, you can use a hemming gum to hold it in place. So after this, now go ahead and iron it down so that it will be properly settled. So you can see, so this is the look. We are going to attach our zipper like this. So I'll go ahead and repeat it to the other side. So having done that, now the next thing now for us to do is to attach our collar. I have a video on how to cut a shirt collar. So if you don't know how to cut a shirt collar, you can check through my videos, or I will leave a link on my description box on how to cut a shirt collar. So now I've cut out the shirt collar, so this is how to attach it. So after attaching, now you can see the way I'm trying to attach as shirt collar. So after that, the next thing now, we're going to finish the other side. You can see we're going to use the other side to cover the rough edges in. So this is, you can see what I'm doing in the video. So I have a detailed video on how to cut a shirt collar. So after adding our shirt collar, the next thing now is for us to go ahead and fix my turn up. Like I said earlier, will have a sleeve turn up here, like a band. So you can see I've cut out 2.5 inches on fold. So then you cut out the number of inches for your sleeve opening. So that's what, after that, the next thing is to flip it to the other side and do a top stitching. You can see after the top stitching, I'll cut it out like so. Then you're going to flip it to the right. So before you sew, you're going to sew from the wrong side, so that by the time you're done sewing, you're going to flip your turn up to the right side. You can see what I just did. So I sew from the wrong side, and after that I flip it to the right side. So this is our sleeve turn up. Now you have a turn up like a band. So this is it. I'll go ahead and pin it down, so like this. So the next thing now is to sew or shape that sleeve. Going to determine the sleeve length, your sleeve opening, or your sleeve width. So here I use 8 inches or thereabout. So here I used 8 inches. I'll go ahead and sew it all the way using the inch allowance I left, the inches for the allowance I left. So I'm going to secure everything, sew it down, both the side down to the hem or to the length of your top. So now after that, you go ahead and notch it and notch the cuff part. So you can see this is what I have. This is what I have for the first sleeve. So I'll go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other sleeve. So after that, the next thing now is to sew our cargo pocket to our crop top. Remember, it's having 2 cargo pockets on each side of the top. So here I cut out on fold I cut out 10 inches on fold is, so you can see the length is 8. You can decide to extend it, make it longer. So 8 by, so now, so after that, the next thing, the width I use is on fold I have about 5 inches. So you can see, so you're going to sew, you make the, this is the right, you're going to fold into 2 and mark out 2 inches on the right side. So you can see now, after sewing the 2 inches, I'm going to open it up like this to form our box, to form a box. So like so, I also fold down the other side. So I cut out a 3 inches stripe width stripe. If you watch my video on how to sew a cargo pocket, you understand better. So after that, now this is the stripe I cut out, 3 inches. Then the length, you can cut the length that can be able to go round. So you go ahead from the upper parts, you mark down, you mark half and 1 inch down. Then you place your stripe and sew. When you get to the curve or the junction side, you are going to notch, then flip your material, flip it to the other side, then you sew. So this is what I've done so far. So I'll go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other pocket as well. So after that, now I'll go ahead and cut. You can see I'm trying to make sure they are equal. So you go ahead and cut it out. Then from there you're going to fold, you're going to fold the upper side. So you're going to be folding the upper side like so. You can see you fold half inch, then you fold another half inch using the 1 inch of allowance I left earlier. So that is it. You're going to sew it with half an inch. So after sewing it, now you can see I folded half inch in, then I fold another half inch. So after sewing, you can see what you have. So this is it. This is what you'll have for this. So the next thing now is to top stitch. Remember, we top stitch all our design. My cargo pants, if you watch the video, I top stitch all the pockets. So I had about 4 pockets, 4 cargo pockets on that tutorial. So I top stitch all. You can see double top stitching. That is what I did. So you can see the way I was top stitching. So after top stitching, just to give it a design, you can see the final look. So this is the second one. You can see I've already done the same thing on the second cargo pants. So I'll set this aside. So the next thing now is to attach our cargo pockets. Okay, so the next thing is to attach this. So we're going to determine, so I marked 9 inches down. So I marked 9 inches, 8 or 9 inches. So from there, then from the zipper side, you're going to measure 2 to 2.5 or 3 inches away from the zipper. So after measuring where you want it to set, you're going to determine where you want your pocket to be. So after that, now the next thing is to attach the pocket. You can see the way I try to hold that. Okay, so now I can see I'm still trying to attach it. So if you watch close, you see how I'm trying to make sure I get a perfect fit on this dress and this our shirt. So I'm trying to pin everything down to secure it from moving around. So you can decide to pin. So you can decide to pin everything down, or you can decide to sew it down with a gathering stitches first. Okay, so now after that, the next thing is to sew it all. So you are going to sew it all around. You can see the way I'm trying to make sure everything is aligned, no single mistake. So make sure that everything you're going to sew it, that everything is equal. Okay, so now you can see I'm still trying to attach the pocket now. So this is the downside. When you get to the cuff, you have to fold. Remember, I folded half inch in. So when you get to the junction there, you are going to flip. You're going to, you can see the way I just flipped it. Then you continue sewing. You are going to sew it all around. When you are sewing, you make sure that the upper pocket is aligned with the stripe you are using to sew. I don't know if you are getting me. You can see it's kind of a box. The upper part is free. So make sure they are all aligned together before you can see this one. So I'm using half inch from the stripe I sew around earlier on to attach the pocket. So half inch in, you can see. So the folding, when you fold half in, make sure the upper pocket and the stripe you sewed on it are equal, they all aligned. So this is it. You can see the cargo pocket. So this is what I'm trying to see. You can see they are all equal. So now the next thing is to top stitch to hold down the main pocket and the stripe together. You just make a top stitch from the double stitch line. You're going to stitch it down at the end. You can see you stitch it down, then you stitch the other side too down. So after that, now the next thing is to go ahead and attach the pocket cover. Remember, this will have a pocket cover. So now this is it. The cargo pocket is ready. You can decide to make yours longer, but I like the length I have here. So this is what you get. So the next thing is to attach the pocket cover. So sorry, I don't know if in the video where I sew the cargo pockets, I have a detailed explanation on how to sew the pocket cover and how to attach the ring and the stripe on it. I'm so sorry I did not show that in this video. Okay, so now after attaching, you flip it to the other side, then you do a top stitching. Remember, it's a double top stitch. Okay guys, so we have come to the end of this tutorial guys. If you find this video helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like and share. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.